Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to my hotel room in Melbourne where I'm currently lying on my bed. We are going to go out in a bit and get cracking because it's Joe's last night. So we're going to get twisted like Keith Sweat. But I thought I'd give you a quick reaction to Manchester United 3, Crystal Palace 1 before my voice gives up on me. And Manchester United winning thanks to goals from Anthony Martial, Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford. I might have to say it again. Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho. They're the absolute bollocks, aren't they? Cristiano Ronaldo sitting at home shitting himself because of those three. Worried about how he's going to get back into the team thanks to the fact that these boys are absolutely smashing it right now. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing and all that good stuff. And keep it locked to the channel. But yeah, United win again. It's 3 out of 3 for Eric Ten Hag. 3 out of 3 for Manchester United on their pre-season tour. 2 out of 2 in Melbourne. And Manchester United are winning against a Premier League outfit. Although not a full strength Crystal Palace, it's still a Premier League outfit. And there's still a team that we had to go out there and do the business against. And do the business we did. They got their goal when Manchester United made a whole host of changes in the second half. United didn't make the changes at half time this time around. We made our changes around the 60, 65 minute mark, giving those first team players enough time to get their fitness up and get more minutes into their legs. In the first two games, we saw the likes of Martial, Rashford, etc. coming off quite early. So great to see those guys continuing to play into the second half and getting more time into their legs, because that's exactly what they need with obviously the new season on the horizon, and it's coming very, very soon, to be totally honest with you. How many days we got left to the end of the month, to the final friendly? I think it's 11, 12 days to the final friendly, and these guys were putting in a performance today. So great to see that stuff happening. Alish says Adam needs a hot drink. I have got a hot drink right here, courtesy of Joseph. Now let me do a taste test on this bad boy. What have you made me here, Joe?
This came from a pod, so I can't take much credit or blame, no matter how it tastes.
From a pod. From a pod, yeah?
Paul Podber.
Paul Podber. I mean, he's going to be... What? It's going to hurt us.
It's going to leave.
It's going to make me cry. Tastes like shit, that. And I've tasted shit. How cold is it over there, says Shahal? It's fucking freezing, to be totally honest with you. And to be honest, Australia's not supposed to be like this, is it? What the fuck they're doing with the cold around here? It's 35 degrees at home and we're having to put up with this in Australia. I thought it was all Steve Irwin, sunshine and fucking spiders and that. I haven't seen a spider. I'm obviously not going to get to see Steve Irwin. And I haven't seen the sun once. What's going on with that? So, yeah, the weather is an absolute howler. But that's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. We're going to get out of here and go get some drinks in a bit. Because man like Laurie is, of course, calling. Didn't see the match as a dish. How did Donny play? Donny probably had his best game of pre-season today. Yeah, definitely. He's not been particularly impressive in pre-season. To be fair, he's come on in the second half with his second string. But that's not really an excuse for him, because even people like Zidane Iqbal and Charlie Savage have been putting in performances, you know what I mean? So, for me, Donny had to put in a performance. He's behind in the pecking order behind Bruno Fernandes. You've got the likes of Christian Eriksen coming in. You know, if the manager's making a new signing, Christian Eriksen's probably going to be ahead of him as well. So there's a lot of fighting to do from Donny van der Beek. And I thought his performance was okay today. I thought it was a little bit better than his performances have been previously, and he didn't look too bad today. You might... Hasta la vista, we're never going to get to see him, thank God. I don't want to see him at all. Oh my God, my voice is a howler at the minute. After the wholesale changes, Donny van der Beek was a bit missing, says Real Dads TV. And it's difficult for them to keep it up once all those changes get made. We saw a team that was kind of looking... you know, a little bit unorganised, a little bit all over the place. Players playing together that haven't played together before. Fish got sent off. I felt sorry for Will Fish, to be totally honest with you, because there's a lot of pressure on him there, you know what I mean? He's playing his first game on the pre-season tour. He came in as a late replacement for Axel Twanzebe, who had to leave the tour. He's come in and he's not had a great time of it, but he's a young lad and he would have felt the pressure there. So I did feel sorry for him, but all in all, Manchester United today were very, very good with that first half team, with the first 60-minute team. I thought Tyrell Malacia was absolutely amazing as well today. Absolutely amazing. He's probably pushing it a little bit. I thought he was our man of the match, though. He played like 70-odd minutes. And I thought it was a real good performance from him. Interesting that he started the game and Luke Shaw didn't start the game. So Tyrell Malacia, is he Erik ten Hag's first choice? Is he? Who knows? Because, Ten Hag has given Luke Shaw the opportunity. And when Tyrell Malacia come in, we all felt like maybe Tyrell Malacia is going to be the backup. Maybe he's going to have to fight for his spot. But it's looking like Luke Shaw's got a fight in his hand. The competition is good. And we know competition is good for Luke Shaw. We saw when Alex Telles first came in, Luke Shaw's performance had a spike. Now, obviously, last season, Luke Shaw was pretty poor. He had his odd injuries. He didn't come back great from the Euros, despite having a good European Championships tournament for England. He didn't come back looking good at all. But he's now got competition for his place at Man United. And it'll be interesting to see how he fares dealing with that. But Tyrell Malacia, I thought, was very good today. He was probably my man of the match as well. Whilst Anthony Martial was great, while Marcus Rashford was very good, while Jadon Sancho was great, I thought Tyrell Malacia was probably my man of the match. Or maybe I'm just being nice to him because he's the new lad, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, I thought he had a good performance today. Azim says in the midfield, Fred and Donny makes more sense. Interesting choice. You're on about Donny in the more deeper role where maybe McTominay is starting. That could be a possibility. I don't think McTominay's got the ability on the ball to play for Manchester United or particularly play for Erik ten Hag football team. Although, what do I know? Because Erik ten Hag's picking him at the moment from the start. We're seeing, all the other managers have picked Scott McTominay. Now, if we get Frankie de Jong or we get another midfielder, maybe Scott McTominay is relegated to the bench, and rightly so. But at the moment, Erik ten Hag is playing him. So that's all we can go on. Scott McTominay is being in his first choice lineup. So Scott McTominay at the minute is in there. I didn't particularly think he's been great on the pre-season tour, although his performance was probably better today than it has been previously. Getting in challenges, but he was flying into some of them. It was pretty good to watch. But he needs to be better on the ball. We know that's his issue. Now, Aston Lavista said, where is Ronaldo going to go? Could he stay? My gut feeling is Cristiano Ronaldo leaves. For all the talk about he's not for sale, if he's not for sale, where is he? He should be here, right? If he's not for sale, surely Cristiano Ronaldo should be on pre-season getting fit instead of training with his son. Like, you need to be training with a professional football team. You need to be training with the new manager. You need to be understanding his new tactics. Now, Erik ten Hag's been very complimentary about Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think Erik ten Hag's playing, he's speaking like a politician at the minute. He's probably saying one thing and meaning another, and he's thinking another thing behind closed doors. He's saying about, the midfield, about Scott McTominay, about, Frankie de Jong coming in, and about possibly working with what we have and building players with what we have. He's talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and Cristiano Ronaldo being not for sale, but maybe he thinks differently behind closed doors. Same with Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is still his captain, but you kind of feel like maybe he's giving him the rope. Do you know what I mean? And Harry Maguire today, I thought his performance was okay. He made some good blocks, made some good tackles in the first half. I didn't agree with the booing of him. I'm never going to boo one of our own players. I remember being at when Manchester United beat Watford 4-1 in the FA Cup semi-final at Villa Park in like 06, 07. And Kieran Richardson got booed, and I didn't like that then. And I wasn't particularly a fan of Kieran Richardson, you know what I mean? I don't agree with booing Manchester United players. It's not going to help them. It's not going to get the best out of them. And I thought that this time around, I'm not a huge fan of Harry Maguire. I eventually think he'll be sussed out. Playing for Erik ten Hag and the style of football that Erik ten Hag wants his defenders to play. But booing him, I think that's uncalled for. And thankfully, whilst there were boos around us, there seemed to be some support for him. And I know people are laughing about, oh, you made good blocks. What else do you want a defender to do? You know what I mean? I'm not going to just rip him for the sake of it because I don't like him. So, yeah, I thought Harry Maguire did okay today, but he's still got a lot to prove if he's going to be Erik ten Hag's first choice, especially when you look at the fact that we've got Lindelof, who I think's a better centre-half than him. even though Lindelof has his problems at times. I think Varane's a better centre-half than him. I think Eric Bailly, when fit's a better centre-half than him. And I think if a manager's buying Lisandro Martinez, he's probably going to start him, because you're not going to spend £55 million or whatever it is on a player that you're not going to start. So I think Harry Maguire's got the potential to be second, third, fourth choice if Eric Ten Hag has his way with centre-back. So an interesting one, developing. But I think he's given him the armband and said, keep it, here's the rope. Now you can prove yourself to me, or, prove yourself not good enough to me. Hopefully it's the latter, because I want United's players, all of them, to play well, perform, and prove me wrong if I think they're not good enough, which I do in Harry Maguire's case. What time is it over there? It is 2:10. So Howler, we're going to go out in a bit as well. Innit? We going out, Joe, for your last night?
Yeah.
Yeah? There's only one place open as well, and it's a bit dingy. But it's good. Squeaky. Someone is partying hard, says Dawit. Nah, mate, we're not partying. We're working hard, mate. Or hardly working. One of the two. The former is what I meant to say, yeah. Martial don't want out. What are you talking about, Bartholomew? He says Martial wants out and is playing for a move. Ronaldo wants out and is absent. Martial is the man right now. He's our first choice at the minute, isn't he? I made a joke earlier about Cristiano Ronaldo's going to find it difficult to get into the team on Twitter. But it could be kind of true. Because at the moment, you're looking at the front three, Martial, Rashford, Sancho. Ronaldo's not training, is not match fit, is not on pre-season tour. Is he going to be able to fit into this team immediately? Probably not. So Martial's probably going to start the season as our first choice. I've got a feeling Cristiano Ronaldo's off, though, to be totally honest with you. I really do. For all this not for sale stuff, where are you? He's not here. So, yeah, I think Cristiano Ronaldo's off, unfortunately. Shahar says Tony is loving life under Eric Ten Hag, and I agree with that. Praneet says, met you at a Crafty Squire after the game. Nice to meet you, Praneet. Been an absolute pleasure. Everyone that's come up to us, whether it's in the Crafty Squire, at the MCG, in the streets of Melbourne, have been absolutely hospitable to us and amazing. So thank you very much to everyone for showing us love in Melbourne. And hopefully Perth is half as good, although it was amazing last time we went to Perth as well. Frank says, is Joe going to be dancing tonight? Make sure you check out the vlog on Stretford Paddock to find out if Joe is going to be dancing. But I think he might be chucking in a few moves for sure. Bartholomew says Martial has literally said he wants out. That was last season when shit was going pear-shaped. Ten Hag's been speaking recently about him and speaking very highly about him. And I think if you're Anthony Martial and you're going out on loan to Sevilla and you're flopping out on loan to Sevilla, you're going to come back to Manchester United and go, look, this is my last chance to do anything. So I need to put in a performance, because if I don't perform for Man United, where's my next move? Where's he going to go? Do you know what I mean? Manny says, what happened to Garnacho? Look, we thought Hannibal Medbury wasn't going to get game time. He got game time today. There's a lot of players ahead of him in the pecking order. There's a lot of players that we have to keep fit for the new season. Maybe Garnacho is one of those where, his experience in the pre-season with Eric Ten Hag and all those kind of things. But it's difficult to get him in there. It is difficult to get him in there if you have to give other players the opportunity to play. So hopefully we see Garnacho. Maybe you'll see him when we've got those 2 games in 2 days at the end of the month. Gerjat says Ivan Toney. I'd take Ivan Toney as a backup all day if Cristiano Ronaldo does leave the club, for sure. I'd take him as a backup all day long. We need more depth, says GIC. Correct. I believe we do need more depth as well. We particularly need more depth in the number 6 position. It's been a shame James Garner's been injured. He's back now. He's training, but we need to see more of him. You've seen the likes of Zidane Iqbal take their opportunities. You've seen the likes of Charlie Savage take his opportunity. We need Garner to get a chance to prove himself to Eric Ten Hag, but he has been injured. Digamba says Garner greater than McTominay. In the number 6 position, you could be right, but we haven't got to see him in the number 6 at Manchester United. And maybe if Scott McTominay went to Nottingham Forest, he'd look good too. Do you know what I mean? That's not to take anything away from James Garner. I think he's a huge talent, and I can't wait to see him given an opportunity. And I actually think he's got more footballing ability than Scott McTominay. But until he does it for Manchester United, we can't really say anything about that. But all in all today, I thought from back to front we did okay. There was a mistake from David De Gea to give the goal away. Obviously, Will Fish gets sent off. Gutted for him about that. But all in all, it's been a good pre-season so far. 3 wins out of 3. We've got Marcus Rashford, 2 goals in 3 games, 2 goals in 2 in his last 2 games. Martial scoring goals as well. Jadon Sancho's got 2 in 3 too. All 3 of those guys scoring today. I'd love to see that become a regular feature for Manchester United. And I was saying last season when Erik ten Hag was announced that I think Marcus Rashford's gonna thrive for it. I think Jadon Sancho's gonna thrive for it. And I wasn't saying it at the time because it wasn't at the club. But I think Anthony Martial's gonna thrive as well under Erik ten Hag. And he seems to have the balance of, setting the tone in terms of challenging these players, but also giving them the support and giving them the tactics and the coaching to succeed. So all in all, a great start to pre-season. We're beating Crystal Palace today, 3-1. The next game is Aston Villa in Perth. We'll be heading out to Perth as well in 2 days' time. We leave for Perth on Thursday, Australian time. I think it will be like midnight on Thursday UK time because it's 9 hours back. But yeah, can't wait to be out in Perth for the game. We've got about 1 week left till we head home as well. So it's all coming to an end, is this pre-season. But it's been very, very good so far. But we can't get carried away with ourselves as well. Remember Van Gaal's pre-season? That was immense too. And look what happened after that. We beat Liverpool. We beat Real Madrid. We think we're going to win the fucking league. And then we lose against Swansea. So the boys have to keep their feet on the ground. They have to keep working hard. They have to keep developing under Erik ten Hag. But so far, so good. Anthony Martial, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, say it again. They are scoring goals and they're playing well together. And I can't wait to see how that develops. Diogo Dalot, Jadon Sancho, they're playing well down the right-hand side too. I can't wait to see how that develops. We need to get a little bit more in midfield. What we got?
I'm not even interested. Bayern have signed the list.
Oh.
Bit of breaking news. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Jay.
No worries.
Absolute pointless information. Jay wants you all to know that Bayern have signed De Ligt.
It's breaking news, so I thought you might be interested.
I thought we had signed Frankie de Jong the way you were going on.
Well, you know what I mean. It's almost as good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is almost as good. If he was coming to Manchester United. I'd actually have taken De Ligt,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would have, to be fair.
5 games into the league, we'll know if the front three works. Listen, mate. Marshall FC's here to stay. Yeah? And Cristiano Ronaldo's shitting himself, mate. Red Devil Studio says Malacia looks good. Yeah, Malacia is my man of the match for today. I thought he played well. Said his best game of the tour. So far, he's played 45 minutes and it's been okay. But I thought today he was impressive and did well. I thought today the crowd was very good as well inside the MCG. Last time I sat in the media area and I was gutted because we were sitting behind a glass screen around journals and that. And you're thinking, I'm at the MCG. I can't even hear the crowd. The iconic MCG. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was great to be in there with the crowd. Thank you to all the people that showed us love. Thank you to all the fans that were around us buzzing and making it feel like we were in Manchester or in the Stretford end. It's been absolutely amazing. But listen, my voice is on the wane. These boys haven't been able to speak for 20 minutes because I'm doing a stupid video. And, well, it's not stupid. Thank you for watching and all that. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Until next time, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm going to get out of here before my voice does. See you in a bit.